Hey, yo, what up, what up, what up? It's Lamette, it's Live Sports TV. Yeah, so you know what this is. This is Anthony Joshua's fight week. Anthony Joshua, AJ has a fight tomorrow night against Jermaine Franklin. We last saw Jermaine Franklin in the ring against Dillian White. Very close fight. Very close fight. Many people had that fight scored for Jermaine Franklin. As it happened, Dillian White was able to come out with a split decision victory, and here we are, right? Jermaine Franklin is a kind of a stubby guy, kind of short, you know, compact. He's gonna be trying to get close range to hook off on AJ, right? Um, AJ, as we know, he's a little bit more statuesque guy, like taller, you know. He can he's probably a little bit more all around as a boxer. You probably can't tell by this picture, but yeah, AJ, you know, he's more of a pure boxer, you know. Unfortunately, this latest incarnation of AJ has been more of a pure boxer, right? Um Man, Anthony Joshua, man. Um I Sometimes I don't understand the boxing world, right? And sometimes I don't really understand the boxing world, you know, and like who takes the most criticism and who doesn't. But really, it's not really the boxing world. Really, this applies to the real world, right? We see the same phenomenon out here in this world. And here's what I'm talking about. Anthony Joshua still doesn't have 30 fights in, right? Anthony Joshua, I'm not sure. I don't think he has 25 fights under his belt, right? Anthony Joshua hit that ground running from the day he turned professional. He was chasing down belts, right? He was taking the toughest challenges. You know, he has pretty much, I think people haven't really done the math on who this guy's fought and when he fought him, you know? Um, he fought everybody. Uh, he's fought Dillian White. He's fought, of course, we know he's fought Usyk twice, to no avail, right? He's fought Klitschko. He's fought Povetkin. He's fought Takam, right? He's fought um, Joseph Parker, right? He's fought AJ's fought the guys. He's fought the guys, and if he hasn't fought them, he's tried to fight them. You know, if he hasn't fought him, he tried to fight him. He tried to make the fight with Deontay Wilder. He offered Deontay Wilder his biggest bag, and a lot of you cocksuckers been running with that narrative like AJ was running from him, but Deontay Wilder got up there himself and admitted it. Deontay Wilder said that he turned down the bag, his biggest payday. He turned down that to fight AJ and turn around and fight Tyson Fury for far less, a fraction of what he would have got, right? But all along the way, this young guy, right, who's done the work, definitely a flawed boxer, definitely a flawed boxer, but his character though, it's like, now granted, he says like his social media posts and everything, they're very vanilla, very motivating stuff. Always work hard, you know. It's kind of, I could see why people think he's a robot or something, but everybody doesn't have that swag, right? That's not important. That's not important. The thing that's important is he's not disrespectful, right? He's charitable, good guy, right? Says the right things, cares about his image. He doesn't get in trouble. You don't see him uh, pissing hot and, you know, getting caught cheating, performance enhancing drugs, drinking, DUIs, car crashes, beating up women. You know, you just don't see him engaging in that. The guy is a stand up guy. And therein lies the problem, right? Because in a society like this, it's people like this that become the target. Oh, trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Oh, the worst thing you could be in a society like this is a goody two shoes, right? People hate the goody two shoes. If you're seen as somebody who, you know, doesn't falter, who doesn't waver, who's strong, who doesn't crumble, or I just shouldn't say crumble, we kind of crumbled in the last fight, but, you're seen as somebody who, if you're seen as a good person, you're going to take the most arrows. Because these cocksuckers out here, they feel so down on themselves. Like when they see someone who's not there in that pit of misery like them, the number one goal becomes to bring them down to that level. It's a challenge. Like we gotta humble this motherfucker. Right? Now, it's funny because guys like the guys who are, slapping women, yanking up women in front of a crowd full of people, grabbing women by the throat, wrestling them up out of their seat, walking them out forcefully to the back, some dark back area where who knows what happened back there. Guys who like on videos dancing, hugged up with dudes, drunk, drunk, high, slurring their words. We never hear those guys don't get criticized. Oh yeah, it's almost like good is bad and bad is good. It's the same way on the street. You take a good man, he does right. He does right by his kids, his woman. He does right by the people that are around him. Right? He's not on that bullshit. Right? He's not on that bullshit. How many good guys do you see separated from their children? How many good guys do you see families destroyed? Right? It happens. It happens so much. We always, and by we, I mean you motherfuckers, because I don't play that shit, take the side of the bad guy. Always. Always playing devil's advocate. Always playing devil's advocate. So, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. And when I hear guys like Teddy Atlas, it's like, why are you so pissed off with AJ, dude? Why are you obviously you're still down on Mike Tyson. And I get it. Like somebody do something to my daughter, it's fuck you for life. If I gotta pull a strap on you for doing for behind my daughter, yeah, it's gonna be nothing you can do to redeem yourself. The best thing you could do is to stay the fuck away from me. If you're still alive, right? If you're still alive, if you're lucky enough to still be alive, the best thing is to stay the fuck away from me. So I get why Teddy Atlas is down on Mike Tyson. Teddy Atlas, why you down on this motherfucker? Like, what the fuck, bro? It's like all these so-called boxing guys, they hate this motherfucker. Now, if you know something about him, if there's some information that he's on roids or something, let's put that out there so that we but I've never heard it. Honestly, I've never heard this guy was juicing. You know, but again, that's another thing. People are so willing to go down a trope. Yeah, we think he's juicing. We think because of how he looks, right? We think he's on roids. We think this. We think that. Meanwhile, the guys who you know pissed hot and been caught cheating, you don't give them any shit. Why? Because you like them, right? Canelo, you don't give Canelo any shit, but you turn into Inspector Gadget with this guy, just in case he's doing it. You don't give Tyson Fury any shit for cheating, right? And he cheated in a title fight. He fought Klitschko, and I mean, if you want to say he won that fight, all right, I guess. But one of the worst fights I've ever seen in my fucking life, and he eked it out. But he cheated. He fucking cheated, and then he disappeared after that. But that's the guy that y'all want to prop up. It's this whole culture of the anti-hero. All these conflicted, even the TV shows, the TV shows used to, like, you were clear on good guys and bad guys. Now these shows, it's like these shows are wanting you to sympathize and identify with the villain. All they have to do is make the villain the main character, and you stupid motherfuckers will root for him. It doesn't matter what he does, or she, right? All they have to do is make the villain the main character, and you will lose all morality, right? It happens all the time. But I digress. We got to fucking fight tomorrow, right? We got to fucking fight. So here's what I see as far as the fight. Now, first of all, I'm going to just get this out the way early. The elephant in the room, right? This motherfucker, man, you better not bring your goofy ass into that ring looking like this. Tomorrow night, you better lose all of that, bro. Don't bring your goofy ass in that ring looking like that, bro. Don't do it. That is not it. That that right there, that's not it. Okay? If this was WWE, that's it. In boxing, that's not it. In boxing, this shit here will get your ass whipped. This shit here will have you getting embarrassed after about 3 rounds. Because that's when you're going to gas out. That's when you're going to gas out. You won't be able to breathe after 3 rounds if you come in there looking like that. That's a recipe for disaster. Um, this picture is a few years old, so no, I don't expect Anthony Joshua to look like that. I think he's lost a lot of that uh, super, bulky muscle. I think he has a lot more lean muscle, useful muscle that you can fight with in the ring, right? That right there, that's that. No. So this fight tomorrow, I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time breaking the fight down. I don't think it requires it. Jermaine Franklin is he's gonna try to close the distance, right? And I think he will close the distance. This fight is gonna come down to, are the cobwebs clear from AJ? Because I do think that something happened prior to that Ruiz fight. I think something did happen because He's always been able to take a punch until whatever happened in that training camp kind of really set him back, because it seems like he's been a little punchy since then. You know, um, the side is like that hook. Those hooks seem to bother him. The hooks seem to bother him. So I'm not sure if he's gotten that fixed. I don't know if that's something that's fixable. I don't know, right? But I know one thing. Um, just mentally, I'm not Derek James. I'm not his coach, right? But just from the outside looking in, I really just feel like he needs to get back to boxing and punching, being a boxer puncher in this fight. Let the pure boxing thing go. I don't know why you tried to box Usyk. You know, I don't think he did nearly as bad as everybody else did in those fights. I thought those fights were very close. I thought he really could have won that last fight, that Usyk fight, but he just got tired. The guy got tired in both fights, right? He gave Usyk the business in that ninth round, but 10th round, I mean, he was all punched out, and Usyk was just kind of warming up. Usyk has a gas tank, right? But it's not like he was in there just getting embarrassed. It wasn't that. It wasn't. Fighting Usyk is like cat fighting, like Jordan said about Reggie Miller. Fighting Usyk is like cat fighting a woman. You know, Usyk ain't in there trying to hurt you. He in there dancing around. Usyk boxes like that kangaroo on what was that? Looney Tunes. That's how Usyk looks to me. Usyk is not in the hurt business. So fighting him is tricky. Let's get Usyk out of your brain. Get that out of your brain. This ain't that. Go in there and destroy this motherfucker. Go in there and destroy him. And I think he has the right trainer. I'm glad he picked Derek James. Um, I think that's the right style, right? I think that's the right style. Solid, you know, good jab, right hand, yeah, strong. He got him chopping wood and stuff like that. I like it. He left the UK. I love that. Get away from all those fake ass people, man. Them people, when he was riding high, they was all AJ, oh AJ. As soon as he takes a couple losses, now they want him to retire. They want him to retire. It's like, if you can't make us all this money that we was planning on using you to make, get lost. Like, basically, fuck him, fuck your career. This is how people treat people. I'm glad that he saw what he saw, and I'm sure it's hurtful. I'm sure that's some hurtful shit. When people stab you in the back like that, that's, yeah. But one thing about a fighter is like, it's like, yeah, I'm hurt, but people don't understand who they hurt. Like, some people you hurt and they kind of fall off. Then there's other people you hurt and you just, all you doing is waking them up. All you doing is all you doing is creating an obstacle, another challenge. And the person says, "Oh, good. Oh, yeah, I got all these haters. Cool, cool. I'm gonna really give you something to hate now." That's the type of person I am. Call it spiteful, petty, whatever you want to call it, but that's me. Once I know that I have a new enemy or new enemies, right? And I ain't done nothing to you, cool. I got you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. And I'm real patient with mine too, you know? So, yeah, I'm pulling for the guy, AJ, man. I really am. I want him. I didn't like the meltdown after the Usyk fight. I understood it, but I didn't like it. You know, that's really not the kind of guy he is, but that's what happens. You're bottling yourself up. You know, that shit's going to pour out, man. You know, it's gonna pour out. So I'm hoping that AJ can get back in the winners bracket, right? And not just in the winners bracket, but like in a spectacular way, in spectacular fashion. Put the right hand on this guy, right? Bite down on that gum shield and put something on this guy. Don't be afraid to let it go early, right? Give us something to talk about. Give us something to talk about. This is Jermaine Franklin, bro, and you AJ. You got to know that, and you got to remember that. Get in there and be who you are, you know? But hey, I'm no fanboy, so if Jermaine Franklin can go in there, show and prove, and stop AJ, hey, you think I'm not going to clap it up? Oh, yeah, I'm going to clap it up, brother. Yeah. Because we don't do that. The only thing I'm a fan of is the sport, right? But in this instance, like, it's not just AJ. Like, it's the same reason I like Terrence Crawford. Of course, Crawford operates on a higher level, of course, as a boxer, but the same thing. Just good guys. They don't do a lot of that bullshit, you know. The only time they get disrespectful is if somebody says something disrespectful about them. That's basically it. They carry themselves as men, like they're supposed to. Right? Those are the people that get hated on the most. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. So that's all I got. As far as a prediction, I do have AJ winning. I got a 5th round stoppage. AJ 5th round stoppage. That's my prediction. I'm gonna go ahead and stand on it, and I'm gonna leave it right there. If you like the video, go ahead and bang off with that right hand on the like button. Peace.